Okay, I think everything is set up correctly. This is my first time using S-Video on the Hopog, though I'm watching it in composite on my TV. But you guys get to see it in the glorious S-Video quality. And I think I have the audio synced up correctly. I did a short recording beforehand to make sure it was. And yeah, this is happening. I am finally going to be streaming a Persona game. I'm doing this for a number of reasons. I've had enough of just watching people on Twitch play it. I think it's time for me to finally play it myself. And, it's something that I've always thought about doing, but earlier on I was worried about the length of the game. But then I streamed Yakuza 0, which took me 90 hours to finish. So I think that proves that I can complete a Persona game on stream. Hey, Ratmus. In retaliation. Well, I should let it be known right now that I do want to stream all 3 of the modern Persona games at some point. Not in a row. One of these games is exhausting enough, so I would definitely need to take a break between them to recuperate. But also just with all the shit that's been going on in the world with COVID and on Twitch with DMCA crap and whatnot, it's like, how much longer am I really going to get to stream? I feel like I'm pretty lucky now that I'm able to stream as much as I do. And that may change someday. And if I end up having to stop streaming without having streamed a Persona game, especially Persona 4, because that's my favorite, I'm going to seriously regret that. Lux. Yeah, it could shut down before that, but I have to at least try. Anyway, let's let the opening sequences play. There are 2 opening sequences in this game, but one for the original Persona 3, and then a new one they created for this version of it, Persona 3 FES, which is short for Festival. I'm not really sure why it's called that. Yeah, I'll just mute myself while this plays. So that's the original Persona 3 opening. That song is called Burn My Dread. It's like the main theme of the game. So if I wait a little bit, it'll play the FES intro as well. Okay, here it goes.
君はね確かにあの時私のそばにいたいつだっていつだっていつだってすぐ横で笑っていたなくしても取り戻す君を I will never leave you battle, then I take it to the street where there's no rules. Take off the gloves, rip please to down. Gotta prove my skills, so get down. My lyrical depths are roll battle, smack down now. Gotta shoot to kill and shoot to skill. Don't you be afraid, man's gotta do how it feels. 60, 70, 80, 9, 10. I flip the script to make it to the top 10. Go. Taking fuck, I walk away from a sunless room. Windless night, moonlight melts. My ghost wish ago. Thoughts provoke the new era. Become a bit terror, but my only rival is my shadow. Rewind and play back and fix my own error. Get low to the ground, it's getting better like I told you before. Double up a dead road cheddar. L to the J, say stay laced. Here's my call, me royal flush, and I'm the ace.
So yes, as you could see in that intro, this is the one with the robot waifu. So yeah, this is what a lot of people consider to be the definitive version of the game, Persona 3 FES. It comes with the original Persona 3, which is updated a little bit, called The Journey, and then an expansion called The Answer, but I am just going to be playing The Journey. I'm not planning on playing The Answer, and I will explain why when we get to the end of this game. So, I guess I should give like a little primer on Persona for people who are not so familiar with this series. It is a series of JRPGs that are in an urban fantasy setting, usually revolving around high school students. They use personas, which are like facets of their personality that are... They use them to fight. Like they're kind of like Pokemon, but they're part of the person that uses them. Yes, role-playing games made in Jamaica, exactly. So yeah, Persona 1 and 2 were for PlayStation 1, and there were actually 2 Persona 2 games. So, believe it or not, Persona 3 is the 4th game of this in the series, despite it being called Persona 3. And, I wanted to play this one first because this is kind of the one that changed it all. This is the one that added the social links to the series, which is what the series is really known for now. It's like half traditional RPG and half social simulation kind of visual novel sort of thing, where you make decisions and build friendships. Yeah, so there are 2 twos because, like, it's the same sequence of events, but different characters. That's my understanding of it. I've never played Persona 1 or either of the Persona 2 games. I just fell asleep. It was like a Rockman PSA. But yeah, so Persona 4 was the first one I ever played, but being that 3 is kind of where the modern trilogy started, I wanted to start with this one, and I went back and forth with this for a long time before I decided to start with 3. And I was gonna say one more thing. What was it? Should have like written this shit down. I can't remember at the moment, so I guess we're just gonna start. So yeah, you can transfer data from the original Persona 3 onto FES. No, I don't want to know what's added. Blah 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 blah. Don't care about any of this. Yes, continue without transferring data. Select a difficulty level. So, like, each one of these will give you a little description. Normal. This setting is intended for experienced gamers. You'll be able to enjoy the normal challenge of battle, which requires a certain degree of strategy. This is an Atlus game. Atlus is not known for making their RPGs particularly easy. So, like, Atlus Normal is a step above most other RPGs you would play. Let me just look at the other two. I'm gonna pick normal, but less experienced gamers, less challenging. You'll have the option to continue up to 10 times after your character has become unconscious. The first time I played Persona 4, I played it on the easiest setting, and I think for a first-time playthrough when you're not used to Atlus RPGs, that's probably a good way to go, but not going to be doing it here. I don't want to have those items to fall back on. Super Mario RPG is... So I know in Persona 4 Golden there's a very easy setting. Maybe it's on that level? I don't know. Highly advanced gamers. It doesn't tell you this, but I believe on hard in this game, you can't even run from battles. Yeah, we're going with normal. Purely the work of fiction. Don't sue us, please. Time never waits. It delivers all equally to the same end. You who wish to safeguard the future, however limited it may be, you will be given 1 year. Go forth without falter, with your heart as your guide. I'm gonna mute myself for this intro.
Are you serious? You didn't know? You're an idiot. Yeah, I'm at the station right now.
Invisible hands are behind you just now. If you ever win that race against beach, then you became close. It's no man's land.
Attention passengers. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused by the delay. The next stop is Ewood.
You got to let it move first, let it out.
Ewood Todai.
Then depressed, let's get it up. Then what you gonna do is
Ewood Todai. Ewood Todai. This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please make sure you board in time for departure. Ewood Todai. Ewood Todai.
You're late. I've been waiting a long time for you. Now, if you want to proceed, please sign your name there. It's a contract. Don't worry. All it says is that you'll accept full responsibility for your actions. You know, the usual stuff.
So you understand the entire plot just from watching that intro, right? Yeah, Persona games tend to have very what-the-fuck intros, especially this game. I think this one has, like, the most what-the-fuck intro out of all of them. An infectious madness of Dr. Decker. Yeah, so, like, one of the things, before I ever played this game, the only thing I knew about is it was that game where you shoot yourself in the head. And the title of my stream is actually from a movie called Mom and Dad Save the World. It's a pretty silly movie, but I remember renting it when I was a kid, and that line was one of the only things that I remember about it. John Lovitz's character says that. So yeah, we get to name our character here, and I've gotten in the habit of naming the main character after an anime character in each one of these. At first I decided, like, I'm gonna do a Japanese name because that seems the most natural, considering these games take place in Japan and everyone else has Japanese names. But then over time, like, I changed it to specifically anime names. Oh, really, Lux? Does it still say that? It shouldn't. Did I wonder if I fucked up. Hold on a moment. Yeah, it does still say combo ran with the Blues Brothers. Damn it. I think I know what happened. That's weird though, it did change my game. Whoops, stream info could not be updated. What the fuck are you talking about? This is what happened to me earlier. Does it not want me to change my title? What the hell? It legit will not let me change it. It doesn't give any kind of explanation. It just says, whoops, stream info could not be updated. What if I change it to something else? Am I using, like, banned terms or something? Stream info updated successfully. Wow. So, I guess the title is too sensitive or something? It's a comedic line, though. It's not meant to be taken seriously. The line, yeah, the line is supposed to be, shoot yourself in the head, now. I should probably, like, post a clip of that on Discord later. But yeah, I'll just keep it as the boring Persona 3 casual playthrough for now, then. Okay, Lux does remember the line, too. Okay, so yeah, anime characters. So the character that the name I use for this game is probably not one anyone's going to recognize. This is not exactly a popular anime. You couldn't put a title with the word God in. Okay. Majima is an anime character. Yeah, so, Kakeru Satsuki, who is the main character of an anime called 11 Eyes. And if you look him up, I think you will see right away why I chose this name. He looks very similar to the main character in this game. And also, when that anime first came out, a lot of people considered it to be a rip-off of Persona 3. Now we got more anime.
No one can escape time. It delivers us all to the same end. You can't plug your ears and cover your eyes. And so it begins.
Who's there? Takeba, wait!
Justice to the man with no life. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in, spit it out like a spear, I'll burn and dread.
What a welcome. Also, notice the date that this game starts on, April 7th, the day after my birthday. Because they'll, for some reason, they could never put my actual birthday in these games. It always starts a little bit after my birthday. Oh, I just remembered the other thing that I wanted to say. Another reason I wanted to stream these games now is because roughly around this point in time marks the 10-year anniversary of when I first got into Persona. And I'll definitely be talking a lot more about that when I play Persona 4, because that was my first game in the series. But yeah, I figured a 10-year anniversary was kind of a big deal, so now seemed like the time to do it. Well, hello there, redhead.
My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm one of the students who live in this dorm. Who's he?
And brunette.
He's a transfer student. It was a last-minute decision to assign him here.
Also, this is the first time I am ever playing a physical copy of this game. The first time I played it, it was the digital version on PSN. And I got like 20-something hours into it, and my data got corrupted. I had to start over. I didn't play it again for several years, and then I eventually beat the whole thing. But then I decided to actually buy it on PlayStation 2. And it's actually not that expensive to buy a new copy of this game. I was surprised, so I did buy it new. Nobody has ever played this copy of the game before. Yeah, you and me both. I bought the game when the day it came out and played it.
He'll eventually be moved to a room in the boys' dorm.
Is it okay for him to be here?
I guess we'll see. This is Yukari Takeba. She'll be a junior this spring, just like you.
So, junior in this game really means second year in high school. For this game, they decided to use terms that Westerners would be more familiar with. But yeah, what she really means is second year, because there's 3 years in high school in Japan.
Hey.
4 months before that. I definitely played Portal 1 well before that. Because that was a little bit after I joined the Wally forum in 2008. So I must have played the game either in 2008 or 2009. Why do you have a gun?
Huh?
So there are a lot of dialogue choices to make in these games. As I said, it is like part visual novel.
Well, it's sorta like a hobby.
And usually during these main story scenes, the dialogue choices don't affect a whole lot other than how characters respond to you. But when we actually get into social links, they will matter. And I have a guide pulled up to help me choose the correct choices. There's sophomores, juniors, and seniors in this game. There are no freshmen for whatever reason.
Well, not a hobby, but...
Yeah, it's my hobby to carry around guns.
You know how it is these days. It's for self-defense. It's not a real gun, of course.
It's hard to get real guns in Japan, unlike here.
It's getting late, so you should get some rest. Your room's on the second floor at the end of the hallway. Your things should already be there.
Oh, I'll show you the way. Follow me.
So we're gonna be living in a dorm. Just like I was the first time I played a Persona game.
This is it. Pretty easy to remember, huh? Since it's right at the end of the hall. Oh yeah, make sure you don't lose your key, or you'll never hear the end of it. So, any questions?
Does that kid live here too?
What kid? What are you talking about? Come on, it's not funny.
So I guess I'm the only one who's seen that kid.
Can I ask you something? On your way here from the station, was everything okay?
Iwata dorm. Not exactly. There were coffins and shit.
You know what I... Never mind. It seems like you're all right. Well, I better get going. I'm sure you still have other questions, but let's save them for later, okay? Good night.
Oh, don't worry. We'll figure out where the bathroom is as soon as we can. The bathroom's actually important in this game.
It's Yukari. Are you awake?
I'd have to look it up. It was in the 20s, I know that much. Open the door. Oh yeah, this is the song that Ratmus likes.
Good morning.
In the water closet. I know I mentioned this when I streamed DDR Konomics, but the lyrics in this song are also used in a song in DDR Konomics, the song Think You Better D. And I've never really figured out why these two songs share lyrics. Like, I don't know if there was some kind of agreement or what. Is there, like, public domain lyrics?
Mitsuru-senpai asked me to take you to school.
Also, you'll notice that Japanese honorifics get used in the English translations in these games. That was just a decision they made, and for me, when I first played a Persona game, it wasn't that weird because I had already seen anime where they had done the same thing, and in the English dub, they would use Japanese honorifics, so I kind of got used to it from there. But yeah, Senpai is like an upperclassman, basically.
It's getting late, so...
Mitsuru was a third year, as opposed to Kakeru and Yukari here, who are second years.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, then let's go.
We have another anime cutscene, yeah.
So, that's it. See? There it is. I got it.
Not much, man.
Yo, ready for this? What a slacker.
All I did was
Good morning.
About trying out for science.
Well, this is it. We're here. Welcome to Gekko-Kan High School. Hope you like it.
Yes, that's Gecko-Con. That's totally how it's spelled. No, it's not.
Right?
No, the PS2 versions of this game and Persona 4 do not have Japanese audio. Persona 5 does.
You should go see your homeroom teacher first. The faculty office is right there to the left.
Hey, Cobra, welcome.
And that concludes the tour. Do you have any questions before I go?
We definitely want to become acquainted with the school. We're going to be spending a lot of time here. No, not really.
Hey, about last night, don't tell anyone what you saw, okay? See you later.
Alright then. Keeping it a secret. Many people standing in front of the bulletin board, and now we actually get to move around. Worst teacher ever? Oh, this guy has a portrait. He must be important. What's that guy going on about? Can't find your name. Look for it again. Small note. Class F. Okay, so I'm in the same class as that guy with the portrait. Oh, another character with a portrait. And another one. It's right there. Oh, she didn't make you work. That's good. Guess these two go back. Great, you're new here too. Ah, yes, the math teacher. She always carries those around with her. Everything will fall into place if you make it everything 50 times as expensive. Oh, I can actually buy here right now. So yeah, I start with a whopping 3,000 yen to my name. That's about 30 bucks. I can't even afford this book cover, which is really the only thing that I would be interested in buying from here. The others are just like small HP recovery. Well, hopefully I won't be taking a long break from the game like Cobra did. The Tenderloin. Yes, Ramnus. Okay, so here's a bathroom. It's probably not going to do anything right now, but bathrooms will be important. Oh, it actually did make my condition great. I can't even open the menu right now, but yeah, your character has a condition in this game which affects how... It affects some things about battles, but we're not going to be getting into any fights tonight, so it doesn't really matter. Faculty member? Question mark? Well, no, not as important as in No More Heroes. You don't save the game in bathrooms like in that game. We teach students to become samurai. What the hell? This guy has a French accent. Okay, so the faculty office is right here. Let's go in.
Are you the new student? 11th grade, correct?
So here she says 11th grade, which is, again, that's not something you would say in Japanese. It would be second year.
Wow, you've lived in a lot of different places.
Tom Cruise was French.
Let's see. In 1999, that was what, 10 years ago? Your parents...
So yeah, as you can deduce, this game takes place in 2009.
I'm sorry. I've been so busy I didn't have time to read this beforehand.
And, apparently, our parents are not around. Hey, Luna. Alarm didn't go off. That's okay. We haven't done much.
I'm Miss Toriumi. I teach composition. Welcome to our school.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, such enthusiasm. Have you seen the classroom assignments? You're in 2F. That's my class.
All right.
But first, we need to go to the auditorium. The welcoming ceremony will be starting soon. Follow me.
Will do. A lot of the stream time was not... I wasn't even playing the game, really. I was just talking.
I'd like each of you to remember the proverb, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. When applied to student life, this means...
Resident sleeper.
Hey!
What do you want?
You came to school with Yukari this morning, right? I saw you two walking together. Hey, I have a question. Do you know if she has a boyfriend?
I just met her. I don't have a clue.
I see. I thought you might know, but I guess not. So how well do you know her?
Again, I just met her.
I hear talking.
Luna.
I believe it's someone in Ms. Toriumi's class.
Alright, later, Ratmus.
Shh, be quiet. You're going to get me in trouble.
Real exciting opening ceremony there.
Sup, dude?
Sup, dude?
How's it going?
Who are you?
Me? I'm Junpei Iori. Nice to meet you.
Alright
I
then.
transferred here when I was in 8th grade. I know how tough it is being the new kid. So wanted to say, hey, see what a nice guy I am?
Sure thing.
Hey, it's Yucatan. I didn't think we'd be in the same class again.
So ton is a suffix that doesn't get used a whole lot in my experience. I guess it's just like an affectionate term, kind of like Chan, but they change the pronunciation of it.
At it again, huh? I swear you'll talk to anyone if they'll listen. Did you ever think you might be bothering someone?
What? But I was just being friendly.
If you say so. Anyway, it looks like we're in the same homeroom.
It's just a coincidence.
I know, but still, I was a little surprised.
Hello? Are you forgetting that I'm in this class too? By the way, I heard you two came to school together this morning. What's up with that? Come on, give me the dirt.
What are you talking about?
It's not like we're in the same dorm or anything.
We live in the same dorm. There's nothing going on, okay? Why are people even talking about it? Now you have me worried. Hey, you didn't say anything to anyone about, you know what, did you?
You probably shouldn't say that right in front of Junpei. Feign ignorance.
Don't tell me you forgot already.
Of course, she doesn't pick
don't
up
say
on it.
anything
You're
about
supposed to
last
be
night,
like,
alright?
yeah, exactly.
What?
Last night?
Don't get the wrong idea.
Wait a minute.
She
Don't
says the
get wrong
same
idea.
thing.
Listen. I just met him yesterday, and there's absolutely nothing between us. Jeez. I've got to go. I've got something to take care of for the archery team. But you better not start any rumors.
I know,
Who cares? No one takes rumors seriously anyway.
I know Persona 2 had a lot to do with rumors, so I wonder if this part was like kind of referencing that.
She's so paranoid. But hey, it's your first day here and people are already talking about you. Believe it or not, she's actually pretty popular. You the man.
I'm the man? I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out that you're the man as we get farther into this.
This is gonna be a fun year. I can feel it.
Alright, so we walk home together. There's Miss Toriumi and another teacher. Someone in the background there who's totally not important. Ah, we can finally save.
Welcome back.
I'm using my memory card that doesn't have a whole lot of data on it, so should not have to worry about running out of room or anything. What are you up to, Mitsuru? Dangerous at night, huh? Yeah, if things like what I saw when I first got here tend to happen, then maybe. Only used between people in a romantic way normally. Someone may use it in a comic way on purpose to sort of make fun of someone. Okay, well I mean, Junpei is kind of the class clown, so I can see that. Check the TV. It's good to kind of get in the habit of talking to everyone and checking the TV every day. Yeah, Japan and its cherry blossoms. I was not there during cherry blossom season, so I did not get to see them. Just looking around. I'm sure it won't let me go outside. Yeah. There's really nothing to do at this point except go to bed. A politician? Huh. I was not aware of that. Oh look, it's that character in the background who totally wasn't important.
Didn't you see the newspaper?
I can hear the fangirl screaming right now.
There's a lot going on.
I know. People who had no problems before are suddenly developing acute cases of apathy syndrome.
Uh-oh. Whatever that is.
I've seen it in the news quite often lately.
Doesn't sound good.
They say it's due to stress, but...
Yeah, right. It has to be them.
Them.
Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
You have a one-track mind. Will you be okay on your own? The chairman will be here for the next few days, but after that, I can...
Don't worry, I'm just getting a little practice.
Practice?
This isn't a game, Akihiko.
Yeah, we're not playing a video game or anything. So yeah, the Persona games are... You play out a number of days, and eventually we'll get the opportunity to spend days how we choose, but right now we're kind of railroaded. Welcome back, Rock. Something about a bathroom. First-year student who stopped coming to school and just stares at the walls all day. And right after we just heard something about apathy syndrome. Yeah, he's got plenty of that. Yeah, that's like one of the only times you hear that, I think. Senzo Kasai. Yeah, sometimes you'll learn stuff about like Japanese history or culture in classrooms in this game, and sometimes you'll be asked questions about them, and they can be pretty challenging to Westerners. Thankfully, this one you just have to remember what she said. Yes, giant enemy crabs. Save my bacon. You became slightly more popular. Your charm has increased. So, in each of from Persona 3 onward, we have a series of social stats that we will need to increase. In this game, you have 3: charm, courage, and academics, and you'll need to raise them to certain levels to be able to start certain social links. Was it one of his first roles? I know I heard him first in Scrapped Princess, which I think predated this game. Just kind of showing us a little bit of the town. We'll get to freely explore this later. And there were like 4 different characters there who are in that short little snapshot who are going to become important later. Who's this guy?
Oh, he's back.
So, this is our new guest.
7th game? Oh, okay. So, yeah, Scrap Princess isn't a game, it's an anime, so that's kind of a different category.
Good evening.
If he wants to, I guess. It's not like I can do anything to stop him.
My name is Shuji Ikutsuki. I'm the chairman of the board for your school.
And you came all the way to our dorm?
Ikutsuki. Hard to say, isn't it?
Ikutsuki. I don't think it's that hard to say.
That's why I don't like introducing myself.
Yes,
Even I
yes,
get
it's a
tongue-tied
comedy.
sometimes. Please, have a seat. I apologize about the confusion regarding your accommodations. However, it may take a while longer before you receive the proper room assignment. Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Is it crowded here or something? Why are you here?
To welcome you, of course.
Is it true?
Well, to be honest, I do have other business here.
I doubt you came all the way here just to welcome me.
Speaking of which, where's Mitsuru, Yukari?
She's upstairs.
As diligent as always. Although it doesn't hurt to come down and say hello. Is there anything else?
Boogie Pop Phantom, okay, I certainly know about Boogie Pop Phantom, but I've never seen it myself. Who else lives here?
There were only 4 students in this dorm.
Well, it's me, Yukari, Mitsuru, and
Yukari here, Mitsuru,
that other boy that we
and a
saw.
senior named Akihiko Sanada.
That would be his name.
I hope you all get along. Any other questions?
Any questions? Is he actually David S. Pumpkins? The other night I saw...
You saw something strange. Like what?
Oh, you know, coffins just sitting in the middle of the road. Sky turned color.
You were probably just tired. I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, okay, I'm just tired. This is gonna be a perfectly normal high school simulation game. Nothing else to it beyond that.
Do you have another question?
No, I'm good.
Then I hope you have a successful school year. Now, if you'll excuse me. You must be tired from all the excitement. You should go to bed early. As they say, the early bird catches the bookworm.
I don't think that's quite the saying.
Please forgive the pun.
Yeah, get used to him and his puns. You will probably be rolling your eyes at some point. Oh, really? He did a lot of anime before games. Yeah, but it's not.
You'll get used to his lame jokes.
Whoa, this is a late night stream. Respect personal boundaries, guys. The fuck?
Working hard?
Why does our dorm have a room with all these computer monitors and shit?
So, how's he doing?
He went to bed a little while ago. He's asleep now. Mr. Chairman, do you think he's...
Well, let's wait and see for now. The dark hour is approaching.
The dark hour.
So that's all the time we have for this week. Be sure to tune in again next week. KJ out.
Totally.
The preceding program was brought to you by Carito Electronics, bringing you the future. At the sound of the tone, the time will be 12 o'clock a.m.
Well, that escalated quickly.
He's still sleeping.
We are in the dark hour, as it says in the upper right corner. I mean, that's close to the truth, Rock.
The dark hour occurs every day at 12 midnight. You could say it's the hidden hour.
Yeah, so it's not between 12 and 1, it's between 12 and 12.
During this time, an ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that occurs.
Then he must be...
As you can see, he's retained his human form.
I should also mention that out of the 3 modern Persona games, this one is by far the darkest.
He's asleep, but he's definitely experiencing the dark hour. The only question that remains is whether or not he has the potential.
Whoa, that word's a different color. It must be important. Drunken ramblings? What are you, drunk on Sundrop? Stone on Frosted Flakes?
If he didn't, they would have preyed on him by now.
Scary.
In any case, we should continue to monitor him for a few more days.
Yes, sir.
Stone on the melting pot?
I feel kind of bad, though, spying on him like this.
Yeah, I've heard people say that both 1 and 2 can be dark as well, but again, I haven't played either one, so don't have personal experience with it. Both of them, I guess.
Welcome to the Velvet Room, my dear young man.
Why are we suddenly in an elevator with a very long-nosed man?
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
This song is called Aria of the Soul. It's kind of the primary Velvet Room theme throughout this series. Definitely one of the most well-known tracks. And also Nostrika loves this song.
This is Elizabeth. She's a resident here, like myself.
So yeah, Igor is kind of the overseer of the Velvet Room, and he always has an attendant who has some name related to Frankenstein.
Pleased to meet you.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It's been years since we've had a guest. Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place. Henceforth, you shall be welcome here in the Velvet Room.
Yeah, I could believe that.
You are destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my help to do so.
I was actually reading that, like, I guess at the end of Persona 2, like, the actions of the characters, like, end up creating a new universe or timeline or something, and this game follows from the universe that they created. Something like that. Maybe a professional Persona 2 player would know more about it. Well, it's not Twin Peaks.
I only ask one thing in return. That you abide by the contract and assume responsibility for the choices you make.
Oh yeah, she played it. Is this a dream?
Precisely. You are fast asleep in the real world as we speak. This visit of yours is merely a dream. However, you will come here of your own accord, sooner or later. Hold on to this.
Velvet Key.
Till we meet again.
Abby looks like she wants to jump up here, but I have water next to me, and I don't want her to knock it over. Come up onto my lap, away from the water. However, it's time to go to school. Yeah, like mainline SMT, even though I've never played any of them, is my understanding is they're pretty dark compared to Persona. Like when I was doing some research, like they created Persona as a way to make it more accessible to a general audience, because I guess probably not everyone was into the like how overly dark SMT gets. How long ago did Bunny stream this game? Well, she streamed Persona 5 this year, Persona 4 last year, so 3 was in 2018 when she broke her arm. That's when she started it. You're full of energy. Not supposed to say anything. By the way, the very first time I saw this game was a Let's Play. I don't even remember the guy's name anymore. I just remember he was Australian, and he would always make fun of Junpei's purple backpack. That's one of the things that I took away from that Let's Play. Hey, Bunny. I mean, what? We weren't talking about you. About good old Japan all year. So, sometimes the game will give you a choice to stay awake for a lecture or doze off. Staying awake will increase your academic stat, which is pretty much what we're going to do until we max academics out. Dozing off will improve your condition, which, as I mentioned earlier, can improve your performance in battle. But yeah, right now we definitely want to stay awake. Here's the whole human race dying and the survivors being enslaved and used as food / sex slaves / etc. Yeah, that's definitely a step above Persona. Da bomb, yeah, he's real hip. Alright, so we've got a little bit of charm and a little bit of academics. Honestly, I personally would be more interested in Bully than GTA 4, but you probably figured that. There's another character who's totally not going to be important later. And I saw another one. Touches the same... Yeah. Oh snap, it's midnight. And it's a full moon, whatever that means. Yeah, for sure. If Ratmus were here, I'm sure he'd be yelling about Kamoshida.
How is he?
The same as last night.
Very interesting. Even those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first.
But we're special?
Memory loss, disorientation.
Well, we are an RPG
But
protagonist,
this subject is
so...
rather unique. He hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
But we're treating him like a guinea pig.
I understand your concern, but it's imperative that we recruit new members.
Also, I did see your comment, Luna, about what Mitsuru and Yukari might be watching the main character do in his room. I've never heard that activity phrased like that before.
I heard he's your classmate. Wouldn't you be more comfortable working with someone from the same grade?
Yeah, I guess. But still.
Command room. Is that you, Akihiko?
You're not gonna believe this. This thing is huge. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk. It's chasing me.
Whoa.
I wanted to let you guys know. I'm almost there.
Yeah, he's been playing it a lot. I don't know how long of a game it is, but yeah. He's been putting a lot of time into it.
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
What is that thing?
Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle.
Yeah, I had never heard that before.
Right. Be careful.
There comes the Teddy emote.
Akihiko!
Well, he made it inside. It's not looking so good, though.
Senpai!
I'm all right. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second.
This is no time to joke around.
It's one of them, Akihiko?
Yes, but not an ordinary one.
Oh, controller rumbled.
What the? You've got to be kidding me!
Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room.
Well, I guess that's why they have their guns, because stuff like this happens.
Takiba, go upstairs and wake him up. Then escape out the back.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm afraid you'll have to fight.
Like I had a choice.
I don't think he would have turned it down.
What are you waiting for, Yukari? Go!
Bunny. Does it bring back memories from a couple years ago?
I'm going.
86.4, wow. Yeah, that's a decent chunk. That's almost as much as my total Yakuza 0 playtime was. It's a great soundtrack. All of them are great. This is my second favorite soundtrack in the series.
Wake up! Sorry, I'm coming in.
Good thing I'm already dressed.
I don't have time to explain. We have to get out of here now.
What's going on?
Hurry, downstairs. We'll leave through the back door.
Okay, literally no time to explain.
Wait. Take this, just in case.
You happen to have a sword? Where you get one of those?
Okay, let's go.
Like, swords are actually probably easier to obtain in Japan than guns are.
All right, we should be safe now.
Takeba, do you read me?
Yes, I hear you.
Be careful. There's more than one enemy.
Uh-oh.
The one we're fighting isn't the one Akihiko saw.
What? Let's pull back.
Where are we pulling back to? Alright. Upstairs, then. Let's keep going.
What was that? It's getting closer. Keep moving, hurry!
Yeah, it was your favorite for a long time before Persona 5 came out. Of the three, this one is overall my least favorite, but there are things that this game does better than the other two. They all have their strengths and weaknesses.
I think we're okay for now.
Oh, cutscene.
What? Those monsters. We call them shadows.
Go on.
There.
Wait.
This is a pretty hype moment, by the way. Just gonna say that.
partner.
Thou art I, and I am thou. From the sea of thy soul I cometh. I am Orpheus, master of strings.
As we suspected.
Man, like, if this had been my first Persona game, and that was would have been my introduction to summoning a Persona, like, holy shit. Even if it wasn't my first, still, it had quite an impact. We shoot ourselves in the head, summon our Persona, and then it transforms into a freakier form, and just goes to town on those shadows. Yeah, no, I agree. Thanatos is pretty awesome. And, yeah, I remember that summoning sequence being one of Bunny's alerts for a really long time.
What on earth is that?
So that's our first Persona, Orpheus. There's a lot of references to Greek mythology in this game. And now for our first battle. And mass destruction. Speaking of second favorite soundtrack, this would also be my second favorite of the regular battle themes in the series. So yeah, we only have a few options here at the moment. Unlike most other RPGs, there's no guard command. You can only wait. If you were playing the portable version, then you could guard. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use Bash. So this is a physical skill. It'll cost us HP to use. Magic skills will cost SP to use, which is that second number next to our portrait in the upper right there. It's too bad Last Surprise exists, yeah. And then I'll just use my regular attacks on this one. 20 experience. And yeah, so for anyone who wasn't here when I named the main character, Kakeru Satsuki, I name all my Persona main characters after anime characters, and this is the main character of an anime called 11 Eyes. And if you look him up, just Google image search, you'll see immediately why. He looks very similar to the main character in this game, and when that anime came out, a lot of people actually called it a rip-off of Persona 3. So yeah, when our player level increases, all we get is HP and SP. Our other stats do not increase with player levels up, but personas level up independently of the player, which is going to happen right now. Yeah, Orpheus levels up, and so now our other stats, which are only tied to Orpheus, will increase. If we use a different persona, it will have completely different stats. Yeah, I really hope she gets to play it. I would hate having to beg to play a game like this. I'm glad I'm not a VTuber.
Are you okay?
Okay, so one of the... Oh, why can't she play it? Well, I don't know the specifics, but I think Atlas is just, like, very protective of... I mean, you probably heard back when they were, like, trying to suppress spoilers when Persona 5 came out and they wouldn't let people stream beyond a certain date in the game. And I guess it's sort of along those lines. Like, they don't want someone from, like, an official company like HoloLive streaming the game. So yeah, it's Japan's copyright laws. I heard a video that somebody from Atlas did see the movement on Twitter, everyone using like the hashtag Calliope3, and they were gonna talk to somebody about that, but I don't know what that means. It might just be them trying to placate the masses. I have no idea if it'll end up getting anywhere. But yeah, like, she did an hour-and-a-half stream of just nothing but her begging Atlas to let her play the game. And there were, like, 20,000, maybe 20,000, I don't know if that's the right number, but something like that, people watching her live, and there ended up being like 200,000 or 300,000 people who watched the stream, the VOD of it on YouTube. Me being one of them. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I skipped around. And so yeah, like, she's clearly very serious about wanting to play this. They might be getting somewhere on that front, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing it probably has more to do with, like, Sega has more say in it at this point, being that they own Atlas now. But yeah, I hope it happens.
Oh, come on! Say something!
Are you alright?
Can you hear me? Please!
Really? Wow, she is really serious if she said that.
Answer me!
So, what happened to us? We use up all our power or something?
It's so nice to see you again.
Well, hello again, Igor.
You became unconscious after awakening to your power.
Yeah, she'd be losing a lot of money if she did that.
It's nothing to worry about, though.
Oh, isn't it?
So just relax. By the way, I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche.
So there's a lot of psychological terms and references in this game, and the series as a whole. I mean, the word persona comes from Jungian psychology, so it kind of makes sense. Persona?
It may take some time to fully comprehend.
Oh, is that a Sega game? I actually didn't know who owned that game.
A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships.
It's kind of funny that they call it a mask in this game when it wasn't until Persona 5 that they really went far with the mask the whole mask thing. I think I heard about that Bandai Namco visitor stream.
That being said, your power is still weak.
I forget why. You lost me.
When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties with others.
So here it is, the first mention of social links, and like I said at the beginning of the stream, this was the first game in the series that had social links. It was a big deal, and definitely a big part of why this series started to take off in the West, starting from this game.
The stronger your social links, the more powerful your persona ability.
Yeah, a lot of Hololive people play Nintendo games, and like, it's fine, apparently.
Please, remember that. Now then, time marches on in your world.
Well, that's the world we live in now, Rock.
I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord.
Oh good, you won't have to summon me here anymore.
Until then, farewell.
How long have we been asleep? 4:17? It was 4:09 when we had that battle.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Must have really needed the nap. Why are you here?
Thank goodness you finally came to. How much sleep do you need? It's been a whole week. I was so worried about you. You saved my life, you know? So I couldn't just leave you here. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted.
I'd say that's pretty damn exhausted. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Luna, but I didn't want to say anything.
But you kept sleeping and sleeping. You know how worried I was? I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. Even though I was supposed to protect you, But your power, it was amazing.
What'd I do exactly?
The power you used, we call it persona. And those creatures you defeated are shadows, our enemy. We'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I wanted to tell you that I'm sort of like you.
What do you mean?
My dad died in an accident when I was little.
Oh.
My mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, right?
Sure am.
To be honest, I already know about your past. But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine. It was back in '99. There was a big explosion in the area.
Also 10 years ago. Couldn't possibly be related, could it?
Supposedly, my dad died in the blast, but nobody really knows what happened. He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group.
Kirijo, that's Mitsuru's last name.
So, I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something.
So she's joining up with Mitsuru to find out more about what happened to her dad?
That's why I'm going to Gekukan High, and why I was there when this happened to you. Of course, I panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too.
Yeah, like Luna said, you were pretty useless back there.
I'm sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward.
I would say I was scared too, but clearly by the look on main character's face, he wasn't.
Thanks. But still. Here I am telling you all this the minute you wake up. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him the truth. So, thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you woke up. Take it easy, okay? Be a good patient. And don't hesitate to call the nurse. I'm sure she'll take good care of you.
Yeah, she does. I agree with you.
Bye.
But, by the way, Rock, when you were... During your stream, when you were saying, like, you were depressed, I was thinking, it's because I'm streaming Persona, isn't it? That's why he's depressed. Surprisingly, no. Yeah, I'm alright. Or does he? I guess now that we're involved in this, we better talk to him. Here's the samurai history teacher. Tired of lessons about stones. Oh, yeah, somebody said something about your favorite restaurant closing. That does suck. Hey, chef, welcome. I've had enough of the Sengoku era recently. I don't need to go back there right now, please. I don't want to have to, I don't want to feel that rage again. Ask a question at random. Style of houses. Mud huts? Okay, I remember that correctly. I'm probably eventually gonna pull up a guide with the answers to these questions, although I feel like in this game, getting the class questions right is not quite as important as it is in 4 and 5. Yes, that is what I was referring to. What about a Ninja Ken? He's really smart. Classic word for toilet. You're just enlightening my vocabulary tonight. Alright, back home. We get to see a bit of the mall. More characters who totally won't amount to anything later. In the mud hut. No one in the lounge. That's because they want to give us a chance to save. I'm sure at some point I'm going to start making multiple save slots, because you never know when you're going to screw up and have to reload an earlier save. It's on TV. Whoa, it's an earthquake. The fuck? This reminds me of the earthquake I was in Hawaii when I was on the 5th floor of a hotel. That was fun. Yeah, I gotta do that too. First, I gotta finish recording my lines. It shouldn't take that long. I'm most of the way done with
Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat.
I'm glad you didn't ask me here so that we could stare at each other silently. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Kind of surprised it took that long for any frames to drop.
I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Say what? Excuse me?
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere.
Yeah, sleep seconds.
Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
I don't get it.
I know how you feel. Who would believe such a story? But the dark hour occurs each night, right at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins.
There are people inside those coffins?
But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting.
He's so gung-ho. Like, he doesn't use the word scary or anything. He calls it interesting.
You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
He doesn't seem to care.
Now. He does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short.
Unfortunately, they have nothing to do with chocolate. I haven't had any C's in a long time, come to think of it.
On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
What are your hobbies? Oh, defeating shadows.
Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
So this must be that apathy syndrome they were talking about. How do you fight them?
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour.
Like all of us.
Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users, which means it's all up to you guys.
See.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
So yes, those guns that you shoot yourself in the head with and summon a persona are called evokers. I'm not sure I'm ready.
Don't think too much. Just hang out with us for a while.
Please, we need your help.
Wait, you can't ask him like that. Who could say no? I mean, it'd be nice if he joined, but...
Alright.
Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
There are a lot of instances in these games where you're given a choice between yes, yes, or yes. That was one of them.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Yeah, if we're gonna be joining C's, it'd be better for us to stay here.
Hold up. Wasn't that... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore.
What's this? Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. We have established our first social link with our team here. Like whether or not I've ever streamed a Persona game.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, it's that boy from the beginning. Yeah, so I didn't mention this yet, but earlier today, Luna saw my tweet that I was going to be playing this, and he was like, so let me get this straight. You've never streamed a Persona game? And I just told him, have you ever seen me stream a Persona game? How'd you get in here?
I'm always with you.
The fuck? I haven't seen you before.
Soon, the end will come.
That's ominous.
I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
I don't care.
If you say
a lot of the choices this particular main character can say are very apathetic like that.
To be honest, I can't tell you much about it yet. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met?
Yeah, that makes sense. I've watched a lot of Persona streams, but that's part of the reason that I've never streamed them myself, because I spend so much time watching them. And like, now that Bunny's done with Persona 5, and like there's not really anyone else that I want to watch play Persona games, like it's finally time for just me to stream them. And I mentioned earlier on that with all the shit that's going on in the world with like COVID and DMCA takedowns and all that. I feel like if something happens where I'm not able to stream anymore and I haven't streamed the Persona series, like, I'm gonna be filled with regret about that. So I want to do it now. And I don't know if you were here when I said it, but somewhere around this time frame marks the 10th anniversary of when I first played a Persona game. So I felt like that too made it like really relevant for me to be playing it now.
I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
Okay, creepy little boy is gonna be watching us forever, and he just disappears. This is totally normal. I know you watched some of Luna's Persona streams, Rock. At least I know you were there for some of 4 and maybe a little bit of 3.
Hey, it's me. Can you come down here? Okay, he's here now. So, what's this all about?
There's someone I want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy.
Wait a minute, I recognize that voice. It's Junpei.
Junpei? Why is he here? Wait, don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
He's one of us?
What's up?
I'm surprised like it's taken this long for us to hear this song for the first time, because we'll be hearing it a lot throughout the game.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
Guess Yukari's not too happy about it.
I bumped into him the other night.
Yeah, your Persona 3 stream was definitely something special. I remember that when you finished the game and you gave that speech.
He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently.
And there were some cool clutch moments in that game for sure.
I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
For real? Is that still one of Bunny's emotes? It's really hard for me to look at my emotes with the chat like this. No, it's okay. No, it's not one of her emotes anymore. But yeah, that phrase gets said a lot in Persona 5, so it actually became an emote.
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins.
He says that like he's totally not embarrassed about it.
I don't remember much, but...
But then he says he's embarrassed about it.
He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Oh, okay, so the Ryuji emote is still there. That's the character who says for real the most, but there are other characters that say it too. I mean, kinda. I woke up in the hospital 8 days later.
Oh, that's good. You should, since you're a Persona user. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind of lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
He seems to think that other people have a very high opinion of him.
Huh?
I like that delivery from Michelle Ruff there. That, huh?
Yeah.
instructions? I think we're about ready.
We're gonna go do something? Sweetness!
With this many people, we can start exploring that place.
You mean Tartarus?
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
Yep, it's definitely toothpaste.
We believe we can find the reason for the dark hour there.
I hope so.
Tartarus being another reference to Greek mythology.
The chairman will give us the details tomorrow night, so be ready.
Trails, oh my god, your trail streams, like... Even though I technically have access to those games now, like, thinking about your trail streams... I don't know if I can play them myself. Like, that was just too... That was the Trails experience to me, watching you play those games. Next day... Assembly tomorrow. Yeah, you have so many highlights from those games. Every now and then I'll go back and watch one of them.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Well, it's 420 Blaze It. Also, Hitler's birthday.
Can I have a minute?
Yeah, the voice.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
And speaking of voices, that was one of the instances where you broke me. One of the 3 instances when you broke me on stream.
Oh, are we having that talk?
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Wow, she didn't waste any time leaving.
Mitsuru is all business.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
See, I can't even remember when one of them was, because I don't think there's a highlight of one of them. There was the one in Super Metroid, and there was at least one in Trails. Maybe there were 2. If the other one was not in Trails, then I'm honestly not sure what other game it would have been in. Oh, Soldiers. Yeah, that must be the one that didn't get saved then.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
It's just that, her company may be responsible for your father's death, as you kind of alluded to earlier. Oh, was it this game? Nozomi? Yeah, I could believe that. I've already walked through here, but now we're seeing some other characters. A couple of the same ones that we've seen before. Talking and laughing at each other's inappropriate jokes, because we are teenage boys, and that's what we do.
Okay, Everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only persona users we had. But that number recently jumped to 5.
Yeah, it seems kind of convenient that it jumped up that quickly.
Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
Seen it?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
We're gonna be going right into their nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
He's gonna be disappointed to hear that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
Relax, I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
Did they? Cool.
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
The only one of us here who can't. Okay, we're at the school gates.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Cutscene time. So our school turned into a giant tower. Okay then.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated. Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds about fighting.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it.
You say "are" like you're gonna be participating in this.
Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
Remember?
I know. You don't have to remind me.
just as cool on the inside.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
Well, that's something.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
That's right. We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
In a way, they're sort of throwing us into the deep end and expecting that we'll be able to swim.
For real?
Oh, there's the for real again. It's because of Persona 5, I notice it every time someone in one of the other Persona games says it.
One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
Saki was like, really?
You're in charge.
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
So I haven't seen like a ton of Persona 3 Portable, but I know one of the things I do know in that game is if you're playing as the female main character, then Junpei will say something like, "Why her? She's a girl." So like he apparently doesn't think a girl can be a leader.
But he has fought them before.
Ham and turkey breast, nice.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason.
Welcome back. We've made it. I know you can't believe we're already here, but this is it. This is the final dungeon of the game. We're almost done with Persona 3.
You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
I'm sure it'll only be a few floors, too.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
Oh. That door was not there before. The velvet key. And yeah, Luna, very true.
I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
About that door.
It leads here, although no one but you can see it.
Interesting.
Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities.
So basically you're saying I'm a weak fuck right now, but I could become way stronger.
Able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed.
That's kind of the perk of being a main character in these games, is that you get to use multiple personas unlike the other characters. Yes, you can't divide by my power.
And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord.
I guess Igor's got other JRPG protagonists to help out.
Tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Alright, he said nobody else can see the door. Nah, don't worry about it.
Don't tell me you just dozed off. You're like that coach who fell asleep during the championship game.
Was there a coach who fell asleep during a championship
Come
game?
on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
Now we can finally bring up the menu. Not like there's a whole lot to look at here right now. The 2 skills that we have. We have just the equipment that we start with, no items, and 1 key item, 1 persona. My 1 social link at rank 1. And this... Okay, so yeah, you can see the calendar here. Like, it'll tell you about the phases of the moon, and if there are any, like, holidays coming up. Quests in progress, we haven't gotten to quests yet. Fusion spells, I haven't gotten to that yet. Dictionary, yeah, so there are key terms that it'll list here and tell you what they mean. Some of this is like getting into stuff that the game hasn't quite told us yet, like that the victims of Shadows become the Lost, previously on The Lost. Enables the user to summon a persona, although it is supposedly possible to do so without one. Alright, let's save. I guess Land of the Lost fits better than Lost. You'll be just fine, she says. I'll prove that I should be in charge. So yeah, if we want to check the status of the other characters, we have to actually talk to them. You can't access them from your own menu. And if you have other equipment to give them, you can, but we don't. This is the only Persona game that's like this, and I guess when I was reading about like why they made it this way, and I guess it was to foster the idea of that you are working together with a team. You do not have absolute control over all of them, so it's more like you're working together with them, and they have their own identities and personalities. Man, yes. There's this thing which doesn't do anything yet, but it definitely will be important later. Anyway, let's go on in. Block 1.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, the people trying to backseat in her chat all the time. And spoilers, that gets real old.
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
So Mitsuru can talk to us from a distance.
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day.
In other words, the dungeon is randomized.
That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution.
75% of the chat, yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Right.
The mods there, I do not envy their job. Especially because most of the work is done by one mod.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Abby is awake now. Yeah, I've literally never spoken in her chat. Eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. So we get a mini map in the lower left corner there. Briefcases are your chests in this game. Medicine's a healing item. So it's a streamer named Crystal. I discovered her on YouTube. I watched her because she posts like highlights from her streams on her YouTube channel. I started with watching her Persona 4 highlights, and then I watched Persona 5, and then when she streamed Persona 3, I actually watched it live. But yeah, she's like a much bigger streamer than any of us are, and has a chat that does not behave. She... No, not named after the Star Fox character. But yeah, she's one of those absolutely no backseating whatsoever. She does not want to know anything about the game that she does not know. Like, even if it's a character's name or something. But people do not get that. And so they break the rules routinely. So yeah, we have to attack enemies on the field here before they run into us, and if we can attack them from behind, we can get player advantage, so we get an additional turn at the start of battle, but the enemy can do the same thing to us. And this is really important in these games, because if you don't get the advantage, you can get your ass kicked real fast. Yeah, she probably would. Sometimes she chews out her chat. Hello, Cylon. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it is kind of like Paper Mario. Alright, let's get you. Since this is a tutorial battle, we don't actually get a turn advantage here.
You have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Yeah, see, even if it's how to buy bombs. Nope, I'll be explaining anything that needs to be explained.
Defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Let's see, is this... You can reverse the order of, like, up and down if you want to. I have to kind of get a feel for which one I like more. So, we only get to directly control the main character in this game. Our allies will act on their own, but you can use the tactics menu to kind of assign generic commands to them. If you were playing Persona 3 Portable, you could control them all directly. But yeah, this is kind of another way in which the developers wanted to foster that sense of you're working together with a team And they all have their individual personalities. We can stick to act freely for now. Go ahead and bash this one. Get a crit from that? Oh, no, but still good enough to kill it. Who's the man? Yeah, so anytime Junpei would say that in the game, in Crystal's chat, they would just spam the man. Anytime they referenced him, really, they refer to him as the man. Yeah, I would agree with that. Akihiko would be a good leader. Yeah, so we're stuck on this floor for this tutorial section. Okay, so we actually get the first strike if we do this right this time. No, it still doesn't give us an advantage yet.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Nope, I will explain it.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
By the way, if I hit L1, I can use the Analyze command.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
I mean, I'm sure she'll bring this up later, but, so yeah, using Analyze will allow us to see the enemy's stats and what they're weak to and what they're strong against. It takes a couple of turns for it to work, but it's very helpful, because you want to attack weaknesses as much as you can. So I'm pretty sure these guys are weak to fire, so we'll go ahead and use Agi here. Yep. The skills in these games kind of are like learning a new language. Like, the word Agi by itself doesn't really tell you that it's a fire skill, you just kind of have to know that. It rolls with the punches. So, when you attack an enemy's weakness, you will knock them down. If you knock down every enemy, you get a chance to do an all-out attack, which, well, I'll just demonstrate it. Get back here, you son of a... Yeah, you hit all the enemies at once. Got a revival beat out of that, nice. Give me that. Medicine. Turn around.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's
Yeah,
weakness
I
in the last
agree.
battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack.
Yeah, I didn't explain that either. Attacking an enemy's weakness gives you an additional turn.
Would you like more details? Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Just light these guys up.
You exploited the enemy's weakness. You struck the enemy's weakness. One more! You attacked the enemy's weak point.
Now we can all out attack. And they all die.
Keep up the good work.
And you might think at this point, wow, these battles look super easy. Well, it's not going to stay that way. So this is shuffle time. We will be able to get a reward depending on the card that we pick after they shuffle around. And I would like to get the persona. Got Pixie. Stuff Soul, that'll restore SP. SP management is not nearly as big of a deal in this game as it is in 4 and 5. Hey Xander, this is FES. I would have set the game to that, but Twitch doesn't let you do that anymore. Like, they only have one listing for the game. But yeah, this is actually my first time playing a physical copy of the game. When I played it before, it was the PSN version, but that version has issues with graphical glitches and save data corruption, so I really wanted to get a physical copy. Okay, so another thing we can do, like if we talk to Yukari, we can ask her to heal us. Because again, you can't select your ally's skills directly from the menu here, you can only select your own. Although I do have Dia now that I have another persona, because if I look at Pixie here, we can see it has Dia, which is a healing skill. Another Snuff Soul. This is the last one in this tutorial section. Yeah, okay, she tells you about asking Takeba heal. Did you, Cylon? I feel like there probably aren't a whole lot of people in the West who have played the original. How Spartan it is. I understand that, Xander. Some people cannot get over the lack of party control in this game, and I avoided this game for a long time because of that, but I got used to it. It's not ideal, but it's still a really good game, and there are a few things this game actually does better than the other games, even if it is overall my least favorite out of 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Minimal plot and unforgiving gameplay, yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
Them individually. You can perform an all-out attack.
Already been doing it, Mitsuru.
Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
It does add a different dimension to the game, but there are times when I'm playing this when I just kind of wish I could control them directly.
Yes, the enemy is vulnerable. Attack! You attacked the enemy's weak. Awesome! You attacked the enemy's weak.
As I'm doing this, I'm half expecting to see a follow-up attack pop up, but that's not in this game. They didn't introduce those until 4. But 4 was the last one that I played on my own, so I'm still kind of in Persona 4 mode. I already got Pixie, so the coin in the middle is money, and the green wand on the right is experience. I'm gonna go for money. 700 yen. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of money right now, and you actually don't get money naturally from random encounters in this game. You have to get it either from shuffle time or from selling items that you find, or sometimes it'll be in briefcases.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Oh, the only Persona game you played was Q? I've actually never played the Q games, but that's sad that you haven't gotten to play the main ones. Yes, giant enemy crabs from ancient Japan class. Yeah, that's the thing that happens. Usually there are more shadows, but that's all there is now. So yeah, this is interesting because the other games don't have this, but you can actually split up your party here, and they'll go search for stuff. And if they run into shadows, they will fight them on their own. And sometimes they beat them, sometimes they don't. So it can be a little dangerous to try that, but they also will get more experience if they're fighting without you. So it can be beneficial.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Not yet. I want to see if there's anything else here.
Okay,
Yeah,
then I'll look
Junpei
around
found
some
an
more.
item, it looks like.
Woot! Check out my fat loot!
Okay, I do not remember him ever saying that. Fat loot. Wow. And the way it was spelled. So yeah, this is a free escape, basically. And you got a snuff soul, right? I've never played Etrian Odyssey either. I'm not really into strategy RPGs most of the time.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
Luna. It wasn't a problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. We kicked some ass. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected.
We're naturals at
At
this.
this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, he's too competitive to just let that happen. And our social link with our team ranks up. What exactly that does will become clear a little later. Save again. Yeah, she sometimes speaks random French. In the Japanese version, she spoke random English, but since most of the text is in English in this version of the game, the translation, it wouldn't have made sense, so they had to pick a different language. He wants to get back into the fight real bad. Alright, let's go. Midna. Oh, hey, it's that kid. Yeah, why? Why does everyone want to know about how close I am with Yukari? A little more experience.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
Man, her class has 3 dimensions.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
Well, damn. They do research on stuff that we haven't really heard much about yet, and they own the school?
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you.
I wonder if real class president speeches in Japan are anything like this. I mean, probably not, because Mitsuru is an overachiever for sure.
That is the key.
But I wonder if they even try to be like this.
I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
It was a hit.
Dang, that was freaking amazing. So, do you have any idea what you just said?
I wasn't listening.
Dude, you're such a rebel.
Yep, that's me. It's Toriumi's class. Meiji era literature. Yeah, I believe that for sure, that they put more effort into it than American schools. Yeah, that's a haiku. Bowser's pretty good at making those. No, stay awake. We need academics. Sucks for him. I'll expect a slice of cake. I guess this is a regular occurrence for him. As of today, you'll be able to use your time after school as you wish. The rails are off, and this game takes the rails off much more quickly than Persona 4 and 5 do. So yeah, our main objectives for spending our time are going to be to raise our stats and hang out with our social links. can go ahead and just talk to people now that we have free reign. Athletic teams, that's in 2 days. I'm going to be trying to get as many as I can, but in this game, it's really hard to do that on a first playthrough. So we'll see how well I do. I do have a guide that I'll be referring to. I'm not going to be following it exactly because I still want to have freedom to do what I want to do rather than do exactly what the guide says, but it has a lot of good info in it that I'm gonna be using to like kind of keep track of some stuff. Track team, kendo team, and swim team. Think about that, because I may be letting you guys vote on which one we join. I've never played Three Houses, but I know there's recruiting people is like a big part of that game. Oh hey, see you on the deadline date. Bye now, yeah. Well, we can worry about that on the 23rd. All just plain ordinary compared to her. This guy is always in his PE uniform for some reason. Since we didn't get to play any of our old school, I will say that they're better here. Oh, okay, same thing. I'm new here. Oh yeah, she will give you specific instructions to places if you need them. Oh, is that right? So, PA room, student council room, this will be important later. Bathroom's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the bathroom. That right? Hey, we're great. Ah, yes, that girl who didn't show up to school. Yeah, that's a lot of time. And I used to think the older Fire Emblem games were fairly long, but yeah, they're nothing compared to the newer ones. Alright, fine, won't bother you, jeez. I'm sure a lot of teens feel that way. Okay, so now we've gone in a circle here. We can go up to the roof. There's nobody up here. See if anyone's down the hall where the faculty office is. 2 women at the same time. Whoops. Ah, yes, the nurse. He's quite a character. But he will be important for us when we get sick. Let's go say hi to him at the moment, not that we can do anything right now. Mr. Edogawa. Only see you if you're sick or tired, and we are great, so no need for that. Alright, I think we can just leave the school now, and I think something's going to happen when we do, if I recall. Over-reliance on a fishing minigame. I'm not a fan of fishing in most games. "16-hour lectures," yep. I wasn't kidding about the fangirls.
There he is.
Have you noticed how popular Akihiko-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I didn't used to talk to him much, but now I've got a good excuse. I know he's the captain of the boxing team, but who would have thought he'd be such a chick magnet? I mean, come on. You don't even see girls flock like that on TV. I wonder where they're going.
Wait for us.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
He is paying them no attention whatsoever.
Hell yeah! What you got in mind?
Well, I think I know what Junpei thinks he's got in mind.
I want the 2 of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be at the police station.
The fuck are we going to the police station for?
See you there.
The police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who, these girls? I don't even know their names. They talk so much they give me a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, why can't he be more friendly? But that's what makes him so cool.
Girls gotta flock around the guys who don't pay any attention to them.
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them. Ah, well, let's go.
Right. Hagakure. Yeah, that's like a tradition in Japanese schools. Their mysteries. Sculpture in the art room that moves by itself. Yeah, I can see her watching you. Sigh a little louder, why don't you? Ah, is that right? So yeah, we can now choose wherever the heck we want to go. There's not really any reason to go anywhere else besides the mall at this point, though, so we'll just go there. Yeah, I have. Saturday, the sale day at Aokige Pharmacy. I probably actually would have forgotten about that, so that's a good thing I talked to her to remind me of that. We definitely will be going to the arcade a lot. Right now, I don't have a lot of money, though. Nah, you don't need to tell me about them. You've got no excuse not to be together with some girl. Just because this is a Persona game, and waifus will always enter the conversation at some point. Alright, let's see what what Akihiko wants to talk to us about here.
Thank you, sir. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier. I was waiting for you guys. This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. And this is from Ikutsuki-san.
We receive equipment from a police officer? Interesting.
Really? Sweet!
And Ikutsuki gave us $50. Nice.
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like. Officer Kurosawa has connections.
Yeah, probably about samurai.
But these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city, regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right.
Alright, seems like a cool enough guy. Now, so the main character can equip pretty much any type of weapon. Well, I think there are some exceptions to that. I'm half tempted to buy the short bow just because I know one of the early bosses is going to be weak to pierce damage, which the bow does pierce damage. It's probably more important for me to get armor. Yeah, I'll get the sandals too. I don't think there's any reason to keep most equipment in this game. Yeah, so you can only talk to him during the day. One week hype. Better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Okay, so we can still run around on our own. I'm dropping frames. Okay, I think it's better. Yeah. Checking this place out. There's a cat here, which will become important for a quest later, as I recall. Who are you candy asses? Wow, real nice people around here. Flower shop. I think flowers you can give them as a gift to a girl if you go on a date with them. I love movies. Vending machine. I don't think the vending machines in this game are usually all that important. Definitely not as important as they are in 4 and 5. There is one drink I know that we were going to want to get. But I don't know if I want to spend my money on it right now. I love it. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, close to real brand names, but not. What's he like? Huh. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Salt. Hold on, I didn't fully check out that area. Taxi driver. Okay. I was trying to check the vending machine. Damn it. Yeah, there's Dr. Salt and Moonkissed and Fountain Dew. I wonder what, if there was a version of this for Sundrop, what would it be? I mean, this is Sun Kiss, so maybe it would be Moondrop. Abby is twitching in my lap. I think she's like half... Like her, one of her eyes is open, but I think she's like half sleeping and having a dream. Because I know cats can do that. Yeah, the takoyaki with no octopus in it. I'm not gonna buy that right now. Sun up. Like, I don't think I'll really ever be going to any of these random restaurants. Man, this beef bowl shop's too crowded. It sucks compared to the one in Inaba. $4.25, that's in 4 days. That sucks. A weekly trip to Wild Duck Burger. Check out the shrine. too much over here right now. Yeah, this is another thing you can do to spend your time. Oh, if you're in great condition, the increase will be even higher. I don't know how much that increases it compared to other stuff you can do. Like, the arcade is much more expensive. And generally, if you want to increase your stats, like, that's one of the better ways to do it. But you can only increase certain stats on certain days. I visited a couple of shrines in Japan. It was interesting how they have these, like, water basins here with these ladles that you use to wash your hands before you pray. But yeah, I bet it's not used to this. Nothing outside the dorm. Okay, so what does this guide recommend I actually do today? Because I don't have any social links yet. Oh, it says to watch a movie. Do I have enough money to do that? Smoke a fat bowl and go to the cinema. Three heroic tales. Okay, I do have enough money. Alright, let's do it. So all of our stats have increased at least once at this point.
Welcome back.
Indeed. Now we can go out at night. Again, much quicker in this game than in 4 and especially 5. It was kind of eerie. Why does he help us? I'll see what all he has to say here. Does everyone go there? Alright. Yeah, it definitely does. Like, you're on probation. Oops. Helped him out a while ago. I don't think they ever elaborate on this. I wonder what exactly he helped Akihiko with. Is everyone okay? Yeah. I might go to Tartarus tonight. Because I don't have a lot of money, so it's like I could go to the mall and try to raise my stats, but then I'll be broke. The Lost. All day hiking up Mount Fuji. My brother hiked up Mount Fuji. Actually, I'm in great condition right now. What do you mean I don't look like I have much endurance? Why does it have to look like a gun? Because you gotta face your fear of death. This game has a lot to do with death. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for me to not go to Tartarus tonight, so let's do it. Alright. Save. Two levels in this tower, whoop-de-fucking-do. Lost and found. That does sound like something he would say. Yeah, I saved. Okay. Time for our first real excursion in Tartarus. Barricade. So, level 6 to Tarunda, only level 3 to Rakunda. I feel like I want to get Pixie some experience here. Now we can start getting player advantages.
3 enemies detected.
Let's analyze this one.
I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Well, actually, let's switch to Orpheus for now, and then switch back to Pixie later.
Yes, excellent attack. Get him! Another enemy defeated. Good job.
One more! Yeah. This thing won't give up!
Died before she could analyze it. The man! Thought I was not gonna be seen. I don't think it's gonna... Oh, okay, it did leave me alone.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Crit?
Great attack. Awesome.
This thing won't give up!
Only one more.
Just one more!
It seems to have multiple weaknesses.
It's weak to ice and wind. Yukari can use wind skills, although I don't know if she starts with Garu. She might have to level up a bit before she gets it. Ow.
This thing won't give up!
Who's the man?
Demand. Go for money. Heal me, please. And let me check your status. Okay, no, she does not have Garu yet. And it's not even the next skill that she learns.
One enemy.
Just go ahead and rush it.
Who's the man?
One enemy did. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Yeah, they die too fast.
Who's the man?
That's some money. Okay. Merciless, Maya.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Okay, not weak to fire.
This thing won't give up.
Only one more.
All right.
Why you missing?
One enemy remains. It seems to have multiple weaknesses.
Ice, electric, and wind. Nice dodge.
This thing won't give up.
Not bad.
Go for experience. More money. Yeah, I think we'll just take the stairs. Don't want to spend... You don't want to fight too many battles because then your characters will get tired and their performance will drop. But the farther we get in the game, the less often that will happen. But at the beginning, it's very easy to become tired.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Lame.
Nice.
Defeated an enemy.
All right. That one just won't die.
A complete victory.
Money or money. Can I even find other personas besides Pixie at this point?
It seems to have multiple
Alright.
weaknesses.
Yeah, I don't have the ability to hit any of those right now. Start out with Orpheus and use Bash.
3 enemies remain.
I couldn't defeat it. Too late.
Nice.
Defeated an enemy.
Last one.
I couldn't defeat it.
One enemy remains.
All right. I'm sure we still have a ways to go to level Pixie up. It doesn't tell me on that screen. Yeah, 65. Can you heal us? There's the stairs. I may just take the stairs. Unless I can find any items around here. It doesn't look like I will. Yeah, we're getting close to it. Access, or not an access point, or yeah, that is called an access point. That saw me. No advantage here.
2 enemies detected.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Pixie on. Damn it. Sometimes when you miss, your character will fall down. Bam. So critical hits also give you an extra turn, just like attacking enemy weaknesses does. I'm just happy to be streaming a Persona game finally. Like, it's something that feels like it should have happened so long ago, and now it finally is. Like, how can you be a fan of this game and never have streamed it before?
This thing won't give up! Iori has defeated an enemy. One more! That one just won't die.
That was easy enough.
That was easy.
A lot of ways to go on this floor, it looks like. Let's just go up. Okay, so we've reached our first Tartarus boss. That looks like the device that we saw at the bottom. What do you know? We can actually warp back to the beginning and use it to warp back to the 5th floor, unlike the regular access points. And every time you go back to the beginning, you get healed. Another thing that this game has that Persona 4 and 5 don't. It's one of the main reasons that SP management is not nearly as tight in this game. So I don't have a bow, so we'll just stick with what we've got. Alright.
The enemy is stronger than you're accustomed to. Proceed with caution.
So, the thing about analyzing the Tartarus bosses in this game is you won't actually be able to see what they're weak to, but it affects the way that your allies behave. Like, they will suddenly know what the affinities are, so it still helps to be able to do it. Let's all focus on the same one here.
Alright, fine.
Alright. Please hit.
Oh, she missed. They're weak to pierce damage, so he missed too. This is not a good start. Yes, please use Garu on her. She's resistant to wind. There we go. Now, oh, nice. Unfortunately, we don't yet have the knockdown command where I could set her to oh. Okay, didn't attack me. I could set her to knock down all the enemies, and then we could do an all-out attack, but that I don't have that yet, so should all... Okay, you're assigned there. Oh, I guess I didn't assign them to the same one. Okay, now they should be. Yeah, it is an odd mechanic, and the game never tells you about that. You just kind of have to figure it out. Yes, continue to be stupid. Oh, yeah, now that there's only one left, we can all-out attack. Almost. There we go.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Oh, first tiredness.
Takiba is fatigued.
And I am not going to be like Crystal, who would continue to grind until every single one of her characters got tired. Like, I know how badly things can go in this game when you're even a couple of your characters are tired, so I'm probably not going to go any farther in Tartarus tonight. So those items, the Empress's Mask, will be able to sell those. We usually get items after each boss. B-Chain, that's a full heal for the whole party. Also, any tired characters will head back to the dorm once you go back to the first floor, so I don't exactly want to continue on without Yukari, as Mitsuru says there. So how much more experience for Pixie at this point? Oh, whoops, I picked the wrong thing there. 17, okay, so she's getting close. Alright, out of here. It's Kenji again. Don't believe everything you hear. It's not like I care or anything. Yeah, we're a Persona protagonist. It's kind of in our blood to have bad luck. Headphones keep the rumors out. Right in front of my desk. Why are you asking me? Okay, guess we're going to get some ramen. Become friends with people, get stronger. Special ingredient. I agree with you. I love the ramen that I had in Japan. Again, don't believe everything you hear. Secret plan. So, I'll admit that if this had been my first Persona game, and this was the first social link that I got outside of my team, I probably would have had a much worse first impression of what social links were going to be like, because Kenji is not exactly one of my favorite characters in this game. There are much better ones out there. So now I can... I'm keeping a spreadsheet of my social link progress. So now I can actually update it for the first time. I didn't do anything with the Fool link because that one ranks up automatically as the story progresses. Maybe able to create a social link by getting to know a person better. And when you fuse personas, not that we've even done that yet. And I remember thinking, additional experience, I mean, that's something you could just grind for, right? But the thing is, personas level up way slower than the main character does. So eventually, your personas will become obsolete. So that bonus experience is actually a big deal.
Welcome back.
Yeah. She will tell you how everyone's doing, and after a Tartarus excursion, it could take a couple days for your allies to recover. How is Yukari doing now? Okay, yeah, she's still not feeling well. So we will not be going to Tartarus tonight. Someone in the hospital. Can't speak. I'm not wearing a nurse's uniform. Damn. Real men fight with katanas. Is that right? I'm one bad mother. Alright, what are we gonna do outside? There are only so many places you can go. Yeah, the dorm and the mall at night, that's it. Oh yeah, I've already talked to you. This is our item shop. I'm just gonna sell the Empress masks. I'll probably wait until Saturday to buy any of this. Here, we can't go in here yet. June 9th, that's a ways off. Police station's closed at night. Can't go in here yet. See, I'll probably end up doing this. I wanna in the early game, I want to focus on charm, which is not what the guide that I'm using says to do. It says to focus on courage, and I'm pretty sure focusing on courage would be more efficient at this point, but there are reasons I want to focus on charm. Hey Justin, I don't have a bot. Can't use any commands like that. Yeah, things are happening in my life. Fortune telling, if this were Persona 5, certainly. Pull out weird props from her bag. What is she, Jess from Manakemia? Pull out a steamroller. Blinding light and stagnant shadow. Sure. That's vague as fuck. Why, yes, I am a little too young to be in here. Thank you for not kicking me out, though. Oh man, this room. I'm not gonna say anything else about it. I'm just gonna say this room. What's at the arcade tonight? Oh, do I have to commit to a game? Let's just do this. Let's do an experiment. Okay, no, it'll still let me leave if I don't like any of these. So the quiz game is academics, I believe. The horror game is courage, and the photo sticker game is charm. Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, academics, I don't feel like I need to focus on it so much right now, even though it does take a while to rank up. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna focus on charm first. Pheromone coffee. We'll also get the chance to study at night on any night we don't go to Tartarus, so that's one way to get academics up. I could sleep earlier if I needed to improve my condition. And I'm stuck on my worst subject. So I'm tired now, which is not good for Tartarus, but it is good for another reason. I mentioned the nurse before. So we will go visit him today. Yeah, today's the athletic team day. We will definitely be checking that out as well. Okay, so first to the nurse. Give me some medicine. A wound, a virus, a curse, or is it love? New concoction. So you don't exactly use approved medicine. That sounds like a bunch of hullabaloo. Most bizarre smell that you've ever encountered in your life. Let's drink it. Your condition doesn't seem to be any better. Whether or not you get better isn't consequential. You survived. That's the reason we want to do that, because we get courage. I have no idea what he means by Saturn is calling. Okay, athletic teams. So, kendo, track, and swim. I don't know if anyone's still paying attention in chat, but do you have any thoughts on that? Sign on the door to home economics looked like it was written in another language. Where is the home ec? Oh yeah, here it is. A mixture of Japanese and some other language. Need to improve your academics. You must be at least average. Right now, we are slacker, plain, and timid. We're a real star student. Symmetry out here. Okay, I guess I spoiled that. Not that it's really a spoiler. Swimming pool, gym, practice field. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's really anyone active in chat right now, so I'm probably just gonna have to pick one of these. I think on my first playthrough I did kendo. I think I'll do swimming this time. It actually, you'll get the same socialing no matter which club you choose here. We saw her earlier. Yeah, the team manager in this game seems nice, unlike the one in Persona 4. He's the guy who's always wearing his gym uniform. Yep. Alright then. Work me to the bone. Alright, establish a new social link. It is the Chariot Arcana. I feel like a lot of the social links in 3, because this was the first Persona game to have social links, they often start off very simple, whereas like there's a little more to the beginning of them in 4, and 5 is usually a pretty lengthy conversation when you first start a social link, or confidant as they're called in that game. You two friends too? Let's see. No fear when it comes to the ladies. Well, I'm tired, so I don't know if we're going to be able to go to Tartarus tonight. I just did. I agree. Because dudes are supposed to fight with their fists, mano a mano. Oh, that's right, I use a sword. Yeah, she has that benefit. She won't fall down if she misses an attack. $10,000 carp. Just out of curiosity, let's see if going to the bathroom improves my condition. Oh, it did. Okay. Everyone's healthy. I guess we're gonna go to Tartarus then. But I think I'm gonna stop here. Because chat's dead, and I've been going for roughly almost 4 hours as it is. And I think this will be a good point to kick off from next time, but yeah, if there is anyone... Oh, you are still around, okay. Yeah, so, definitely no stream tomorrow. Next one would be Sunday at the earliest. But, I'm not totally sure about that. But yeah, definitely having fun so far. I mean, it's always a trip going through these games, and I'm happy that I'm finally streaming one. So yeah, that'll be all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a good night.